Hello, LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. My name is Frank Lavinia, and I'm calling today Fedora Friday. There we go. There's my information. My name is Frank Lavinia. You can catch me at franksworld.com, datadriven.tv, and impactquantum.com. And I am now sporting the red fedora. That's right. After 6 or 7 weeks at Red Hat, it finally came. The box I've eagerly been awaiting for. I was so excited because, like within the first week, there was this FedEx said there was a package coming for me, and I knew it wasn't the laptop because I already had it. And then it was my ID card, right? Which I guess is technically more practical, but the Fedora is wicked cool. So basically, I opened it last night. I was planning originally on doing this on a live stream, and but it just didn't happen because by the time I got home last night, it was kind of late, and kids and all that. So anyway, I am here now, and I already opened up the package, but I want to show you what's in the cool little box. See, Red Hat, and let's see what's in the magic box. So first off, you notice a consistent theme, very much on brand. This was kind of inside the Fedora to kind of hold its shape. This was another protector for the Fedora. Well, such thing. And there's a laptop sticker which says, Red Hat asked me about my Fedora. And there's a notepad. No. Oh, the book of Red Hat. I thought this was a notepad. Oh, it's kind of a notepad, but it's a story. Must be about the roots and the history of Red Hat. And it's interesting. What's this? Talks about the work, the craft. Pretty cool, actually. And here's a little pamphlet on the history of the Red Hat, which I didn't know, which is interesting. So it turns out that the Mark Ewing, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, Ewing, he's one of the co-founders of Red Hat. He always wore his grandfather's red, I think it was a Cornell, it was a red Cornell lacrosse cap, and he always wore it. And so people were, if they needed help, they just said, look for the guy in the red hat. And that ultimately became his distro of Linux when he called that. So this little pamphlet, which I did read ahead of time, does say, why am I excited to be a Red Hatter? I'll tell you why right now. I'm excited to be a Red Hatter because I feel that the future of the cloud is multi-cloud. It's not just about hybrid. It's not just about I have data centers on premise or I'm in the cloud. Or I'm in the cloud, but I'm not just in one person's cloud or one company's cloud. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. I have that kind of operational flexibility, which the cloud, if you go all in with, and obviously I still have, I'm wearing a Microsoft t-shirt right now, my OpenHack t-shirt, right? Spent nearly 10 years of my life in Microsoft. I'm still a big believer in Azure and the things that they're doing there. But if I want operational flexibility, I don't have to throw all in with one particular cloud vendor. Think of it like this. One of the earliest examples of cloud computing versus kind of on-prem and running your own thing. The idea was, it's just like using electricity, right? You flip the switch and it's on. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to build a reactor, a nuclear reactor, or power plant, or solar panels. You just consume it, right? And you are only charged for what you use. So when you're done, you shut the lights off. You're not billed for it. That is a good analogy. I would take the analogy one step further from the business side of the house. I want to flip the switch on. Are there people that will care? Did that power come from coal? Did that power come from solar? Did it come from nuclear? There are people who care. But the vast majority of the people don't. They want to be able to have light when they want it and turn it off when they don't need it. I think cloud is evolving into that. I actually wrote a LinkedIn article. If you go through my history and my past articles, it was called Cloud 3.0. And it's really a play on this whole notion of Web 3.0. Right? Not going to talk about that, but I'm going to talk about what Cloud 3.0 is. It's basically the application layer that you work with, that you deploy, can run across any cloud, whether it's on data center in your servers in your own data center, servers in data centers owned by AWS, owned by Microsoft, or owned by Google, or anybody else, right? Or even devices on the edge. I mean, if you think about it, in a way, this is kind of an edge device. Obviously, that's kind of a radical statement, but you know what? Phone phone performance tends to lag behind desktop and laptops by about 10 years. So maybe it's not that crazy to think that this could be some kind of server or container in the future. Again, that's really kind of out there. But the whole notion of having a multi-cloud, multi-platform, um, true multi-cloud experience, there are a lot of, and I did mention this in the article, there are a lot of engineering concerns that do have to be hammered out. There's a lot of practical concerns that need to be hammered out, but I see it forming. I see it in the success of Databricks, the success of Snowflake. You know, if I pick Databricks, right, and I'm an AWS customer today, I could, now there is going to be some work, but for the most part, Databricks on Azure, the code I write, the processes and the pipelines I build will work very similarly on Azure, on AWS, and I believe they're now on, no, there's a Snowflake is now on GCP. So the idea is I'm separating my application layer or my development layer from whatever the hardware underneath it runs. And I think we're going to see that be a major trend in the next 10 years. So that's why I'm excited, because I feel that Red Hat is far and above positioned to make that a reality for more than just these one-off softwares like Snowflake or Databricks, right? To build your applications for OpenShift, and it can run just about anywhere, on-prem, on cloud, on edge. I think that's the future. Operational flexibility is the two words that I would put with that. So with that, I am now happy to have my own Fedora, and now I don't have to be jealous of other people at Red Hat when I see this hanging in the background on video calls. But I am super excited to be here, and that's why, because I really feel that I am building the architecture of the future. So with that, I will wish you a happy Friday, and you have a great weekend.